Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. In this video, I'm going to be going over a glam bridal makeup tutorial, but I'm solely focusing on the luxury bridal package. A lot of you guys always ask me what I include in the bridal package and what products I use, so I wanted to do a whole entire in-depth tutorial over what I actually include in my luxury packages. So if you guys are really interested in that, then definitely stay tuned, and I will be linking all the products that I use in the description bar down below. Alright, say hi to my beautiful bride Deborah. She was so awesome and let me film this whole entire makeup application. The very first prep step that I like doing for everybody and not just people with the luxury package, I like going in with a toner first. This is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Toner, and I take it on a cotton pad. It not only removes any excess oils, but the rose inside of it does calm down any irritation inside of the skin. Next, I'm doing the luxury package here. So this is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. I believe this is being discontinued, sadly. I personally like this mask a lot because it's a cloth-like material that's a little bit thicker as opposed to the ones that are a little bit thinner that you can see through. It's a very good quality and doesn't rip really easily. And then also the serum that this one has is really amazing because it doesn't make makeup pill up or sit weird. You can completely absorb the serum into the client's skin. So you see me just applying it right now and just making sure that the mask is sitting where it needs to be. I make sure there's hardly any creases inside of it and just working the serum into her face. Next, I'm taking my Skin Gym Rose Quartz roller. Now, I know that rose quartz is supposed to have some sort of property to it as opposed to the jade rollers, but I'm not really sure what specifically the stone is supposed to do. I do know that rollers are supposed to increase circulation, but otherwise than that, I really am not sure what actual property that rose is supposed to have. Then I'm removing the face mask and I just kind of give my client a mini facial massage while working in the excess serum from the mask. It may seem like I'm pushing kind of hard, but I'm really not. I'm actually being pretty gentle with it, and the serum is making sure that it's nice and slippery, so it's not really dragging very heavily on her face. I'm just doing some elongated strokes just to increase blood flow and circulation still, and just making sure everything is blended in. Next, I'm going in with the Sonia Roselli Water Elixir. You guys know that I've really been loving this brand a lot. Sonia Roselli is a well-known makeup artist herself, so she curated a whole entire skincare line based upon the fact that you can use makeup on top of it, and I am just using this water elixir pretty much like an essence or a serum, and I'm just making sure I'm working into her skin. This does create a tacky base in case you want to use it alone, and it does double as a primer. Now I'm taking the Smashbox Mattifying Primer and just applying it mainly to the centers of her face. This client did particularly say that she gets oily right down the center, and it was kind of warm outside. Even though it was overcast, it was still a little bit warm, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't sweating off her makeup throughout the day and oils didn't start coming through. So I am using the Smashbox Mattifying Primer and just using a flat brush to apply the primer. Now I'm going in with the lip scrub portion. So this is the Bite Agave lip scrub. I absolutely love this lip scrub. It is a more crystallized lip scrub, so you don't want to scrub too hard with it, but it does end up exfoliating the lips really well, so they're nice and soft whenever you do the lipstick application. I like to scoop out a little bit with my spatula, put it on the client's fingertip, have them apply it, and I go ahead and give them a makeup remover wipe to wipe it off, and then I'll go ahead and remove what they didn't get. The next lip prep step that I go in with is the Ta Lip Balm. I particularly love it because it smells like peppermint and vanilla, and I'm absolutely a sucker for that combo. I love doing the lip prep beforehand just so it has time to sink in while you're doing the rest of the makeup application, and this lip balm definitely helps with lipstick application. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite eye creams that I discovered recently. This is the Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. It's a gel consistency that almost leaves behind a slippery kind of texture, but it makes your under eye feel so soft. It hydrates really well so concealer doesn't look heavy or dry or anything. Next, I'm going in with the Skyn Iceland eye gels. They have a cloth-like material on the outside of them, but they are a adhesive gel on the bottom. I'm not sure if there's actually any skincare benefits. They mainly are there to cool down the under eye area and just soothe it. They also work really well as shadow shield. Now onto the makeup. I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. I'm just taking it with an angled brow brush. All I'm doing is just filling in the shape that she already has. She really honestly had a pretty good shape to her brows. I just wanted to fill them in and also match the tips of her hair a little bit more just because they were a little bit lighter. Now I'm taking the P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 04, and I use this as my eyeshadow primer. You guys always ask me what I use, and it's forever going to be the P. Louise base. It's similar to a thicker cream concealer, but it just spreads out so evenly. It cancels out any discoloration on the lid since it does have a color to it, and I also use it to carve out the eyebrows, as you can see me doing here. You do use this wet and then directly apply eyeshadows on top of it. I do, however, use a clean fluffy brush to remove the excess product. Next, I'm taking the Cozzette eyeshadow in the shade Wonder. It's just a neutral tan shade. I'm just taking that with a clean fluffy brush and I'm just going in with it on the crease, just blending it out and buffing it as best as I can. And then I'm going in with a darker shade. This is the Cozzette eyeshadow in the shade Burnish. This has by far become my favorite eyeshadow shade. It's just a darker, warmer brown tone, and I'm just deepening up the crease with it. Then this next eyeshadow shade is one you guys asked me about a lot. It's the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Fine Pearl. It's just a sparkly champagne shade. It has a little bit of loose reflective glitters in it, and it is stunning on the eyes, but this is mainly the pigment that I use a lot of the times. It's just a pressed pigment basically, and I love using it for a more champagne glittery sort of look. Next, I'm taking the Inglot AMC Gel Liner in the shade 77. This is just a straight up black liner. I'm taking it on an angled liner brush, just drawing it straight across her lid first, and then as you can tell, I'm going to start doing the wings. I have a very serious face, so I'm going to apologize for that right away, but I take wing liner very seriously. If it's not super sharp, then I'm not happy with it. There really is no secret necessarily to doing wing liner. I just like to draw the wing when their eyes are still open so I can see where it sets and make sure it's visible whenever their eyes are open. And then I'll go ahead and just flick the wing liner out and just kind of start drawing that little triangle, going from the outside and just drawing all the way in. That is the best explanation that I have for that. Then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara. Always waterproof for your brides. You never know if you're going to get some cryers or not, and you want to make sure it lasts all day. As you guys may know, I like going in with the colored spoolies as opposed to the black ones because I feel like with the black ones, you can never tell if there's actually mascara on the wand. If you need to curl your client's lashes, do it before you have mascara on. That way the mascara doesn't stick to the eyelash curler. Then I'm just going ahead and removing those eye gels really carefully. Make sure not to tug too hard. Then I'm just taking a makeup remover wipe and just cleaning up the excess fallout. There is a little bit of glitter left over from the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow, so I just like to clean that up. Now I'm going in with the Face Atelier foundation in the shade number 8 and also mixing it a little bit with Blaze, which is the yellow shade adjuster. She had more of a warm yellow undertone, and I feel like the Face Atelier shades actually are pretty neutral. As you guys all know, the Face Atelier foundation is literally my favorite foundation. It's a medium coverage foundation with a satin finish, and it is a silicone based foundation. My camera timed out after this, so we're just gonna breeze through this. I used the Too Faced multi-use concealer in the shade Sand on the T-zone and then right underneath the eyes, and then I set it with the Huda Beauty loose powder in the shade Blondie. And now I'm going in with the Huda Glowish bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. I'm just using this with an angled brush here and just kind of tapping it into the contours of the face, all around the perimeters, and also on the sides of the nose to kind of chisel it out a little bit. And yeah, that is where we're at right now. Gosh, I'm out of breath. So anyways, now I'm going into the Hourglass Ambient Blush in the shade At Night. It's just a deeper rose blush. I absolutely love it on deeper complexions. Then I'm going in with my brand new favorite highlighter. This is the Dior Backstage Highlighting Quad, and this is then the original shade, I think. And I'm taking a combination of the champagne shade in there and also the bronzy shade, and I'm just creating the perfect highlighting color for her. I really like the fact that you can mix all 4 colors together, or maybe just 2 of them or just 1 of them, and just create a really customized highlighter shade for somebody depending on their skin tone. I'm now going back in with the Cozzette eyeshadow in the shade Burnish, which is that deep chocolate brown color, on a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm just brushing it along her lash line just to smoke it out a little bit more. Then I decided to go in with a thinner definer eyeshadow brush just to get a little bit closer to the lash line, still with the same color Burnish. It's important at this point in time to be really careful around the eye area just so their eyes don't water, give them time to blink. Then I'm just coating her bottom lashes with the L'Oreal Waterproof Mascara. I'm just taking a brow spoolie for this. I like using a brow spoolie because they're a little bit smaller so you can define the lashes a little bit more. Then I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics Lip Liner in Sugar and Spice. This is my all-time favorite brown tone lip liner. It has a little bit of a rosy tone inside of it, so it kind of acts more like a neutral color. Then I'm just lining her lips really nicely with that. Then I'm going in with the Merit lipstick in the shade Slip, which is a brown toned lipstick, and then I'm also mixing it with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and it creates more of a peachy, lighter tone nude, and I really like it a lot, especially on her skin tone. And lastly, I'm setting everything in with the Skindinavia Bridal Makeup Setting Spray, and that is it. I'm just taking the hair clips out really gently from her hair, and in case you guys want to see her reaction, here it is.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yes, I love it.
You're good.
Didn't even have to ask.
I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.